Hi there. This is going to be, I guess, an additional reading where we are going to be talking about all of this crazy energy that I have been feeling recently and starting to piece things together. And, it's going to be, this is general, so this is not going to resonate with everybody. And if you start to watch this reading and you start to feel like it doesn't resonate, then it's not for you. I mean, as channelers and readers and psychics and such, especially for myself personally, I can say sometimes I'm channeling for one particular person and sometimes it's collectively, and sometimes I'm not able to quite differentiate between the two. So you really need to use discernment. Again, this is general. This will not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, just click off. It's really simple. Okay, now we have been, if you've been watching me for a bit, I have been pulling the Emperor's energy, okay, for a bit. And you guys have heard me tell you that the ending of January, the lunar eclipse, felt very sacred to me. And I was on Maui. It was the blood wolf moon eclipse. And if you remember it, it was this phenomenon, right? Because it was something of the effect of, it was one of the longest ones, and it was blood red in the sky almost looking, and it was just beautiful. It was absolutely gorgeous. I was gonna say something else, but then they're like, just Missy, it was beautiful. And I was on Maui on vacation when it happened, and I didn't feel the need to want to do manifestations. I didn't want to charge my crystals and do all of these crazy things. I really felt this overwhelming desire to want to do nothing and to allow the high priestess energy to kind of take over. Because for some reason during that time period, I kept feeling like, why do I feel very high priesty energy? High priestess? Why am I feeling that? I just felt it so overwhelmingly during that period of time. And those that follow me, you guys remember me, saying this. And then I've been seeing things recently. Things have been just kind of clicking into place. And, a couple of the words that I want to use that I've channeled recently was golden hour. And the golden hour means so many different things, right? It could be like that crucial time period after someone, has a stroke or a heart attack or something. It's this, but that's not what I was channeling, and I knew it when I read it. What I was channeling was that period of time where sunset and sunrise, where the sky has this golden appearance to it, and there's this magic in the air during golden hour. And it's this time period when many photographers try to capture, on film. And really what it's about also is that it's the time period when the sun and the moon are actually still in the sky together. And you guys know eclipses are about the sun and the moon coming together like this. And it's a rare occurrence, and it's not something that happens every day. And this is, in a sense, if you think about the sun and the moon as lovers, right? You guys hear these stories all the time. If you think of them as lovers, they're almost star-crossed, ill-fated almost. Kind of like Romeo and Juliet, where two completely different worlds. Or how in the fuck does this work? It's so different. Or we're constantly trying to make this work and it doesn't happen. And for many of you, I feel like you're going to start finding that this is a new person you encounter in this life. You've never met them before. But you're very old friends in past lives. In many past lives, it could have happened where it never worked out. It couldn't happen. Families were against it. Someone died early or something. You see what I'm saying? It just never could quite happen. It was as if you were star-crossed. As if it was never destined and meant to be. And every once in a while, maybe every once in God knows how many lifetimes, the two of you are able to come together, even if just for a brief moment. And something about that lunar eclipse felt to me like something was being activated, and it was so very as above, so below. Well, if as above, the sun and the moon are reuniting, in this eclipse, does that mean that these two people that have yet to be able to reunite in the physical, does this mean that that's what's being activated? I've been feeling and channeling the red string of fate, but not necessarily the red string of fate, more of like a binding ritual. I mean, if you ask me, and I know people are going to feel some type of way about this, either yes or no, is it going to be the make or break point. But for many people, I believe in past lives, because it may have been ill-fated, or because of whatever circumstances they feel like they may have been up against in the future, they assured their union by doing hand fasting or by binding rituals. And I feel as if during that lunar eclipse, when the sun and the moon, you know, whatever, it activated these binding rituals. And now it's as if everything's been set in motion, okay? This is what I'm feeling. Now, I was sharing with people, especially on my Instagram, I always go live there, okay? XI_Missy_XI. And I was just telling people that just like 2 weeks ago or so, all of a sudden I had this feeling, intuition, like my intuition kept screaming, go watch Charmed. Go watch the old episodes of Charmed, go watch Charmed. And weird how like I'm watching episodes and then I'm going, oh, because it's kind of like giving me little pieces and clues and stuff. And that's how much I listen to my intuition and my gut. It never leads me astray. It doesn't. And I was watching the season where Cole, the demon, he's half demon though, was supposed to kill the charmed ones, right? The three witches, the three sisters. But what ended up happening was he fell in love with Phoebe. And I started feeling some type of way about this a couple days ago, feeling as if, why does that feel like it resonates? Not that he's a demon, but the fact of I was feeling like, why do I feel like people may not be thrilled or of the union, or people might think, how the fuck did this happen? Or you're gonna say to yourself, how are we ever gonna be together? How is this gonna work? Meaning like the sun and the moon. How the fuck is this gonna work? How? But it has this feeling to it of, but it's still meant to be, and it's gonna be above, against all odds, and it's this chance encounter, and it's this phenomenon, and it's like a Hail fucking Mary, you know, it's a miracle. It's going to be a very interesting time period. We're going to use the top 2 tarot deck. 7 of Swords and the 6 of Swords. 7 of Swords is deception, trying to get away with something, deceit. 6 of Swords is moving forward, moving on, okay? So bear in mind those two energies, okay? Because I feel like that's exactly where many of you have been feeling. Even if you don't know this person, do you see what I'm saying? Many of you may not know who this person is, but may have always had this feeling of, I've never met him yet. Like, look at me, I'm 41 and I've never met my person yet. I've never been married because I've never met a person that I wanted to marry. And in a sense, I've always known my whole life, like, something's missing here. I don't feel like everybody else. I always felt that way. And as an aqua, I mean, you know, it's obvious I would feel different. I just never felt like everyone else. And it's almost as if it's been something missing. And I didn't know what. Almost as if we're going through this life knowing a part of you is missing. But it's weird because I feel like this life is the life where that's gonna change and you're gonna be reunited. But it's as if I feel like in past lives, it was always people may have been betraying or deceit everywhere or lying to yourself or something. It's this energy of moving out of that type of deceitful energy, people fucking you over, knowing that that was all part of the lesson. So we're able to release and let go of all of those brutal things from the past of I've been cheated on, I've met narcissists, and it's as if we're now realizing like everybody played their part. Do you see what I'm saying? Everybody did, because everything is a lesson. It's always a learning experience, right? We don't take losses, they're lessons. And it's as if someone's moving forward and moving into this space now of, you can finally breathe. 6 of Swords, you can breathe. We're moving on to calmer waters, peace of mind. Do you see what I'm saying? 7 of Coins with the Justice card. So Justice could be a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs. Look how gorgeous it is too in this deck. And as I said, in this deck, for some reason, Justice is number 8. That's relevant for many of you. Now, 7 of coins would be the 7 of pentacles, and 7 of pentacles is normally a card of planting the seeds of intentions, right? There's been this time period of nothingness because there's been a time period needed for growth. This nothingness happening was a 7 of pentacles, 7 of coins type of an energy is what I feel. And with the Justice card here, this is somebody learning all these karmic lessons here, the deceit in your past lives, or in this life, all part of the lesson. I just talked about that, literally. Justice can be about karma lessons. It could be about balance, you know. You get what you give. Judicial things, contracts, legal documents, marriage, divorce, things of that sort, okay? But what I'm feeling is if the 7 of Swords energy that we spoke about, all of the fuckery, was kind of on purpose in a sense, because it was all these lessons that you needed to learn that many of you may not have seen in the moment because it's just how it works. Sometimes we literally don't see it in the moment. We see it after the fact. What's meant to be is meant to be is what I literally just heard. And that has to tie in with the Justice card. What's meant to be will be. It can be no other way. If it's destined and fated, it will happen. It can be no other way. What's meant to be will be. Now, for many of you, the Emperor's energy has been lurking, right? 9 of coins. 9 of pentacles is this single energy, but it's this energy of being super content with what you have around you, right? And in the traditional tarot card, the 9 of Pentacles is a single person. So again, you're not feeling single and lonely. We're feeling single and free. So it's as if someone's gone through this evolution of maybe even feeling sorry for themselves, being down in the dumps and going through this horrendous time period in your life, and then really rising up from your ashes after going through a spiritual awakening, after going through the transformation of cocoon, right, caterpillar to butterfly, and now being able to see things from a higher perspective, right? Now you are looking at things going, that was my past, and I needed to go through all of those situations and circumstances. It made me me. And you hit a particular vibration now. And this vibration is that of living your best life and being super grateful and really focused on yourself. It's when we hit that type of frequency that we call in a counterpart. But are we really calling them in, or is everything just going to be in divine timing? Do you see what I'm saying? The Tower and the High Priestess. So we talked about the High Priestess a little bit before, where I felt that the High Priestess was working her magic during the lunar eclipse, right? When things have been activated or reactivated. The High Priestess holds a secret. So she may not always be good. It's like magic where there's no bad or good magic, but it's about the intention behind the magic. That's how energy works. It's about the intentions behind this. So I'm feeling that this particular High Priestess here, though, is good because she's got to be someone that's probably like a past ancestor, something of that sort. Okay, now this is all 5D shit. As above, okay? And she's been working her magic, and she is going to reveal what has been hidden, okay, is what I feel. The High Priestess is the keeper of the secrets, keeper of the scrolls. The scrolls are what's hidden, you know, they're sealed. And it's like she has access to open this stuff. She has access to decipher the shit. And then the Tower is really divine intervention. The Tower is coming in and rocking your world, sudden endings, sudden new beginnings to get you off of a path if you're on the wrong path, is basically what it boils down to. That's the Tower. It can also be extreme sudden epiphanies. So High Priestess with the Tower can be where something is revealed to you and it's this aha. And you go, holy fuck, I didn't see that before. Almost as if something just reveals itself out of pure thin air. And it's so funny because I've been really feeling that kind of an energy of things just we're in our regular everyday life. And even me, I gave an example of when I was on live on Instagram one day. I sit here and I constantly film. And I've never noticed before above me, there's a new Amsterdam vodka bottle there. And and all of a sudden that one night, they made me look at the word Amsterdam. And I thought, well, that's weird. How come I've never noticed that there before? But it's like, it could have been right in front of your face and you didn't notice it. And then all of a sudden it appears. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what it feels like, where it's these aha moments and things being revealed and secrets being revealed, but not necessarily bad things. I don't feel that way. I just feel like it's holy fuck. Like you just didn't expect it, or you didn't see it coming. Okay, you didn't see these things happening in the moment or whatever it is. Knave of Coins is the Page of Pentacles. This person here has it's a messenger. They have a delivery. It's a small message. It's, I don't know how else to put it. It's a message that is soon to be delivered. All right, we're only taking the ones that are flipped over. Queen of Coins. It's the Queen of Pentacles. Being so balanced. You see the evolution from 9 of Coins. And then once you're on that right vibration, doing what you're supposed to do, higher perspective, awakening, knowing your worth, living your best life, being grateful, you jump to Queen. Queen of Pentacles is so grounded. Her roots are deep. I talked about this on my live on Instagram, that I'm feeling as if they want us to really ground ourselves and get those roots deep into the ground. Because when the roots are deep, it don't matter how strong the wind. You will always know who the fuck you are, and nobody can tell you any differently. This is who I am. I know who I am. This is my truths. This is what I want to do for a living. This is who I love. And also there's this saying that I'm feeling really strongly. I am rooted, but I flow. Then you also have the 6 of Cups, the Fool, and the Chariot. And as I keep telling you guys, the Chariot for me is like the delivery. That it's how it comes in. Delivering it, bringing it forth. 6 of Cups is something from the past. I told you, I feel like this is something coming back around. Now, I don't know if it's someone from this life. It could be for some of you. But for many, I'm really strongly feeling it's a person you've not met in this lifetime. But many past lives, yes. And almost ill-fated past lives with them. Like they lost a lot. Like they didn't get you a lot. And so in this life, they'd be like, I'll be fucking damned if I don't get this motherfucker. And it could be why the binding ritual was done, where you guys are just like, we are not gonna fuck this up in the next lifetime. When the time is right, and when the stars align, or when the sun and moon align, and when everything has magic in the air, and when there is a chance of miracles manifesting. You see what I'm saying with this energy? Like, fuck, I don't know, man. I hope you put your wishes out into the universe, because if you did, and if some of you, your wishes have been granted, listen, honey, it felt to me like all of the circumstances were right for a fucking miracle to manifest. And people like me, we believe in miracles. We believe in magic. And, you know, those are the kind of people, because that's our vibration, we attract miracles and magical circumstances. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, 6 of Cups, this is a strong soulmate connection. The Fool is this fresh, clean slate. It's the golden ticket. I keep talking about a golden opportunity, golden hour, golden opportunity, golden boy. This is the Fool energy where you may have to take a fucking leap of faith too. You guys both might have to, because what I'm finding is that maybe the Emperor energy that we've been tapping into, the reason he's been spying is because he caught a glimpse of you and something inside of him hasn't quite registered yet who you are. Oh, it's the bitch from all my past lives. No, it's just this thing of, I'm feeling something very different and I don't know what I'm feeling. It's this person's awakened something in me and I just don't know what I'm feeling. It's my heart chakra. My heart chakra is opening up. The Emperor energy is they're scared, they're always in control, they're, you know, really well manifested in life. So they're either like, you know, they own their own business or they're in charge of something or whatever. They're very in charge of things and in charge of themselves and their feelings. And then something happens and he catches a fucking glimpse or he hears your voice or something happens by chance encounter. And all of a sudden it's like you've rocked his world. For some of you, that's what the, you know, the high priestess with the tower energy is. You were hidden and you were revealed and then rocked his fucking world in like a split second. It's going to work so differently for everybody. So again, take what resonates and, you know, just click the fuck off if it don't resonate with you. I feel like that's how come the Emperor has been spying for some of you, but not all of you, because they just don't know what to do. They're assessing the situation. You know, it's kind of this thing of like, what is this? What is this that I'm feeling? Who is this person? Well, what do I want with them? Like, how do I approach? You know, see, they may see you as the Queen of Swords type of an energy. Unapproachable. Cold and detached. I don't know. Maybe you're an air sign. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. I don't know. But they may see you as that and it could be slightly off-putting. Five of Swords. This is this card about like all in the head. I feel like they're overthinking it. Five of Swords can sometimes be mind games and manipulation and mind fucking and shit, but I don't feel it's manipulative. I feel like it's just keeping thoughts to ourselves. Oh my God, my thoughts are fucking everywhere. I don't know how to approach. I don't know what to communicate. I don't know what to say. Because look at her. She's ready for war. Oh yeah, she looks so approachable. That's me. I always have resting bitch face and I'm always like, oh, I'm so approachable. And people are like, I saw you in Costco and you looked pissed. Because I'm always like, oh, you saw me, how come you didn't say hi? Oh, you looked mad. I always look mad, even when I'm happy. I have resting bitch face. You have here the Three of Wands, which is waiting. It's also travel, waiting. Two of Wands, decision making. One person's waiting for the other to make a decision and choice, even if both are unaware of it. Even like, for example, if you've never met, it's this feeling of like, and I have this feeling too, where I'm going, I'm kind of knowing where I'm at and what I want. And I feel like my counterpart's the one that's got to get on the same page. And no, we're not waiting, but you know what I mean when we say it's waiting on them. It's like, I already made my move. I'm chilling. It's your move next. I'm living my best life here. It's that kind of an energy of like playing chess. It's like, I already made my move. I'm waiting on you to make your move. Ace of Swords, there's the breakthrough. There's the communication. There it is. It's like the truth is revealed also too, where people might go, oh God, oh Lord, it's you, isn't it? Fuck me, holy fuck, holy shit. It's like this aha moment, but it's also a breakthrough too. Just extreme clarity. The Devil and the Four of Wands. The Devil could be extreme temptation. Devil could be Capricorn. Feels like temptation though. Four of Wands is this card of union. That is the card of not reconciliation technically, but like these two souls getting back together, this reunion. Why is the Devil here? Hold on, we're only taking those. Well, the world fell on this side, and that's exactly what it is. It's closing out any old toxic shit from the past. The world is a card of completion. So beautiful. So we're going to close out all of the fuckery and the bullshit from the past. That's no longer relevant. Now we have a fresh, clean slate with someone here. Four of Wands can be 11-11. It's new beginnings, but it's also this card of union. For some of you, it's moving. Some of you might be leaving a toxic situation or codependent situation. In any case, the world talks about closing it out, completion, it's done, caput, finito. temptation, codependencies, drugs and alcohol, cheating, anything of that sort, anything that falls into that category of that low-vibed energy. Four of Wands, though, somebody's definitely coming into union, and there you have the Star. This could be Aquarius, but the Star is this energy of a wish coming true. There he is. As per usual, there he is. The Emperor. The Star is a wish coming true, but it's also when the stars align. It's magic in the air. The Star, she is the prophet. She is the oracle. This has been predicted to happen. I really feel this too. I feel like whether it's in old ancient fucking texts or scrolls that have been hidden, or like previous ancestors that have been intuitive witches in past lives and shit, they've all been predicting this shit. And you got to remember something. It's always as above, so below. So a lot of astrological things above, you know, are not exactly like when we say the sun and the moon. People are going to go, oh, it's really the sun and the moon. Like, obviously, it's a fucking metaphor, okay? And obviously, it can be 5D, 3D shit. Like, we got to use our common sense here with these things, okay? We have to. I don't have the patience to break it down to people like that. But it feels very much so like when the stars align. I'm telling you, something was in the air. Everything just kind of clicked together during that super blood wolf moon eclipse that we had at the ending of January. Because if you notice, how coincidental is this? And especially for myself personally. Oh, after that is when everything starts like being revealed and everything's kick-started and, you know, aha moments and everything coming at us differently. And also for me in February, I was sharing with you guys that all of a sudden I started to see things and go, oh, that's not what I wanted. And I remember in February, they kept channeling to me, be careful what you wish for, be careful what you wish for. Because the thing is we keep getting the card here from the Angel Answers deck that's called There's Something Better. I think that's what it's called. There's something better. And if the fucking card means basically that, what if what you're asking for is not really what you need and won't make you happy? You know, like as far as sometimes we just don't know how much greater there is out there for us, and that we have to really open up and trust and let go of things sometimes to go, you know what? I'm going to be open. Like for me, I said, I'm going to be open. I will be open now to do radio, even though I didn't want to do radio. I know I'd be excellent at radio. I have a radio voice. I know this, but and I did want to do radio a few years ago, but it's just not something that I wanted to do now. But I've opened myself up to all these possibilities. Okay, so it's radio or TV or you know, doing motivational speaking and touring and doing these things and all this stuff. I'm just open now to that for what's for my greater good. You see what I'm saying? This is the energy of things are not what you think. Things are different than what you had originally anticipated. It's not going to work out exactly how you thought and wanted, but it's going to be even fucking better. And this Emperor is just someone that I feel like could be at the start of his awakening, or it could be where he just got cracked open. Because put it this way, this Emperor is not, he don't have no fucking clue. Do you see what I'm saying? He not enlightened in that way. He will become very enlightened in this way. He's not, though. I feel like he wouldn't know what soulmates and twin flames are. He would have just happened to stumble randomly on something like that. Something made him curious. But I don't believe that this Emperor is somebody that is a masculine energy that has been completely awoke. No. I just don't believe so. I believe he was not awoke at all, or very little, if anything, when he stumbled upon you or whatever. That's just what I feel. Five of Wands is this card of competition here, but it's chaos. I feel like it's competition, though. It's outside external factors. People saying, what are you doing? Well, you seem distracted. What's happening? Why him? Why her? How is that going to work? It's not going to work. Two different worlds. What are you doing? Now, the other thing I want to really explain to people is that we are not speaking of motherfuckers that are going to give you crumbs. This is not going to be a low vibrational situation, and that's why people are justified in saying you shouldn't and how could you and whatever. It's not about that. This would be where we're fucking smart as shit and we're not accepting fuck faces, and we are looking at things with discernment and intuition. And they are not giving us crumbs, and they are giving us what we deserve, and we're not settling. And it's all these common sense things, but sometimes they ain't so common, honey, that I have to point out. This is not us hooking up with a fucking narcissist. This is not us, you know, taking crumbs and being third party. No. But this is where, even if this person's super well manifested, other people might be like, what? Or may not be in agreement with it, or may think you should be with the golden boy instead, or something like, fuck, I don't know. But this is not us accepting crumbs. Nine of Swords, fears, being worried about what other people think, which I feel like you guys have had to face a lot in the past, in past lives. That's just what I feel. It has this very Romeo Juliet feel to it. Sorry, I'm not taking all that. But we are going to take this Nine of Wands, which 2 9s in a row, endings. Nine of Wands is the wounded warrior, and that's exactly what I felt. I felt like you guys have these fears because it's always been what's happened in the past lives. This is where that big leap of faith may come from too. So, you know, Nine of Wands, wounded warrior. I'm prepared for battle, and I'm on the defense because I've always had to be defensive, or I've always had to fight. But the thing is that I feel like it's finally time. That, like, this is it. Like, it's time for these two souls to come back together. I feel like we've run our course with these cards, and I don't want to push it. Sometimes we overdo it. It's going to be very interesting. You're going to hear me talk about this a bunch. The golden hour. As above, so below, honey. Shit. As above, so below. Is this going to be for one set of twins? You know I don't like that term, twins. Or is this going to be for a bunch? I feel like very soon, within these next few months, it's going to be a small group of them, as I've been channeling from last year, the elite group, where these are going to be like the people at the forefront. Yeah, if it's up to you. And then they're after the masses that are meant for this, because not everybody's meant for this. We all know people that are really happily married and, you know, whatever, and they're not in this journey with us, right? It's a whole different group of people. So for the group that's meant for this, they would be later. I hear Archangel Michael in the background with the siren. Coming in hot. The cards are just like flying out of my hands. I don't feel those. You get more information. So that's what I feel like a lot of the masculines are doing. The ones that have stumbled on you or stumbling upon, what am I feeling? What am I feeling? I don't understand. What is this? Many of you, it's weird that it's just going to so happen to be a work situation between the two of you too. And yeah, it's work, meaning when you guys get together, you guys are going to have this mission to do together where you're going to feel this strong pull to be humanitarians and philanthropists and to help raise the vibration of the world. But it's also to bring truths to the world, and it may be harsh truths that maybe people are not going to want to hear, but that you guys are going to have this whole fucking mission together, and it is success. It is. I think it's kind of one of these things, like I think this is our lifetime. I think this is it. Romance. And I'm going to read you guys what it means from the book, because you guys are going to love this. Hold on, the book fell. The romance of a lifetime, hunty. Ooh, the romance of a lifetime. Okay. A very important relationship is about to enter or has recently entered your life. This is the romance you have been waiting for. Like all partnerships, there may be ups and downs, but don't let that deter you or shake your confidence. Have faith that love is coming into your life to stay. If your question was about a current relationship, you can expect the parties to become closer to one another. Past disagreements will fade away and trust will grow. All relationships have peaks and valleys. This card indicates an upward movement to a new level of dedication and intimacy. This can include engagement, marriage, or a form of recommitment to one another. Bitch, I told you. Look at the card itself. You see the Fibonacci spiral? Could be the double helix DNA strand. Two people fusing together to become one. A couple weeks ago, I randomly saw on the ground there was a sticker. It was on January 25th, to be exact. A little before this freaking the lunar eclipse. It was a couple days before. I remember the date. It was January 25th. And I saw a sticker said Fuse, F-U-S-E. Two things coming together as one. And I knew then, I went, something's brewing. Something's fucking happening. And I just couldn't tell what. And put it this way, this may not even be the whole story. There may be lots of other different things happening and pieces to the puzzle. And for some people watching, they may only resonate with two of the things. But for some of you, it might be to the motherfucking T. We don't know. Okay, we don't know. And I have not yet met my Emperor counterpart, although I have a very strong indication of who the motherfucker is. And that just randomly changed in freaking February. And no, it ain't none of you motherfuckers over there that's commenting and leaving me emails like, it's me, Missy, it's me. I know, I don't think so, boo. Thank you, though, but no, it's not. No, it's not. You will find your queen, your empress out there, honey, but I'm not it, okay? People are messaging me, emailing me, telling me, you're the one, it's you, it's you, it's you. No, no, I'm not. I told you guys this over and over and over. No, I'm not. My emperor, if he hasn't stumbled on me yet, is still watching me. And he's extremely well manifested. Feels very much like a quiet, stoic Christian Grey type. Motherfucker probably do not have Instagram. And if he do, he don't run his own Instagram. He be on YouTube like a motherfucker, though. Watching like hell. Isis, magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. There's a lot of magic happening. Maybe magic from past lives that are taking effect now. Spells that were almost like these time-sensitive spells that are kind of just... I felt that too in one of my readings previously, where I felt like protection spells were just going to be activated at the right time because it was meant to be that way. I have a very strong connection with Goddess Isis. I feel so connected to her. And she is all about magic and bringing people to life. Fucking hello, she brought back Osiris's ass from the dead. Is this a resurrection of sorts? You know, it's like, I did feel very strongly of this energy of the emperor feels like you bring him back to life. Meaning he might not have meaning to his life already. Meaning that it just doesn't, he lacks that feeling of being complete. And then he meets you and it's just, you bring him back to light. To life. Weird, right? How I said you bring him back to light. No coincidence, bitches. And then you have faith, humanity, and benevolence. Stay calm, trust the good in yourself and others. See the light in the world. See, I told you there's no fucking accidents. They see you as the light. And I was channeled this like a while ago. They were like, Missy, be the light so he can come home, like the lighthouse. No fucking coincidences, you guys. There are none. Let's get one more. Let's get one more. Hope. Love and acceptance. Love is yours. Recognize your divine worth. Choose loving thoughts. One more. 3 women here. Sorry, this is running a bit longer than I want to. Maybe nothing? No, I feel like there is. There it is. Divine Director keeps coming up almost every time I shuffle, even for myself. Intervention and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. See, you've been guided, basically. This is the Tower energy, too. Divine intervention, universal intervention, angels, ancestors. Feeling this pull, feeling this call. Why do I feel this pull to go here? Why do I feel like I want a vacation there? Why do I feel like they're calling me to this city or state? What's happening? I feel like I want to do this. I feel this. I feel you're just going to be called and drawn to places that are trying to lead you back home. Remember now, the sun and the moon together is what they call sometimes that golden hour thing. And I don't know why I want to remind you guys of it again. And I just channeled it to the golden hour until I made that huge, like, going, oh my God, it's the fucking sun and the moon when they're out in the sky together. And before we go, I want to read this to you guys. The story about the sun and the moon. Tell me the story about how the sun loved the moon so much he died every night to let her breathe. There once was a moon as beautiful as can be. Only the stars could fathom, but the sun could not see. The sun so radiant, he burned so bright. The moon so luminous, but only showed her face during the night. She was untouchable, surrounding herself with the blanket of darkness. The sun would give anything to catch a glimpse of the moon illuminating the beautiful night sky. Until one day when the sun was sliding out of the heavens, he caught a glimpse of her. She was peeking up, a rare side of her being exposed to the light. Vulnerability. I'm telling you, it's when she became vulnerable. And while the sun could shine, he knew the moon could glow. Just as the stars were wandering into the night, the sun fell in love like a snowball hurtling down a mountain. How he wished to see her move, then the fleeting moments he shared with her at both dawn and dusk, the fucking golden hour. But they were a world apart. Go, she whispered to him one of those nights, her voice as sweet and sorrowful as the last light of morning. Go and let me breathe, for you and I have decided fates. You illuminate the day, and I cast a glow on the night. We will never be. Our connection would go against what all the people believe, all they know. During the summer, he would stay a little longer, just in case she would change his mind. It was no use. Don't you dare abandon your blessing of light for my darkness. And those were the last words the moon was strong enough to speak to the sun. The sun could feel her peaceful soul, and it soon became clear he would die each and every night to let his true love breathe, for it would put an end to all her misery. Bitch, please. You guys remember that quote, right? You guys remember the quote? Tell me the story about how the sun loved the moon so much he died every night to let her breathe. Oh, bitch, if that ain't... Oof. Oh, honey, I get in my feelings about that. Something about this sun and the moon reuniting, eclipse energy, with this reuniting of these two souls that, against all odds, is what it feels to me. Now, is it the same as the twin flame thing that we are all, kind of curious about, that I've been, kind of hesitant about channeling all this time? Although, do I feel I'm a twin? Yes, but I don't like the word twin, and I feel very differently about what it is. Do I feel like I channel for them directly? Yes, but I just don't like the terminology. It's very 3D, and in the beginning of this journey for me, as I've been channeling, they've always made very sure to tell me it's not about the labels, Missy. It's so 3D. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go. But I have to use it to be able to differentiate to people that it's this different connection. And I feel as if these are people that have been chosen for it, or have always been in every lifetime. And it's not like you just become one. It's like you've just always been this energy where you've had a particular mission different from everyone else, and then you meet a person that's at the same frequency as you, and they would be if they mirror you. But I just don't believe it's two souls split in half, and I just don't. Maybe in the very beginning, years ago, when I first started learning about twin flames, that's what I thought, but throughout this evolution, I don't feel like that. I just don't know. I feel as if our frequency opens up to a particular frequency, and then it activates things and it calls it in or something, right? And is it calling in the person it's always supposed to have been? Well, fuck, maybe, right? But we don't know. For some of you, is this an ill-fated love where it's from past life and all these lifetimes? Maybe, but we just don't know. At this point, I don't know exactly what I feel about it. I just know I'm open to interpretation for things. And I have my own idea of how it happens and how it's going to work. And do I believe that this binding ritual is someone from a past life? Sure. But I feel like there's plot twist to it. And that's all I'm going to say. Because I want to break the motherfucker down right now and tell you guys why I feel how I feel. And they're going, nope. Everybody's going to stumble upon their own realizations and their own truths, and everyone's going to have their aha moments, and there's plot twists up the ass when it comes to this connection of what we're all feeling, and it's not going to be for everybody. Remember this now, okay? This is very, very specific. This is not for every person. It just isn't. it's for a small group of people, really it is. How many, I don't know, but I can feel that. I just know it's just not a lot of people that are going to resonate to the T. And maybe some people will feel like they resonate, but it won't pan out for them because it's not technically your story. It's not for you. But we'll see, honey. We'll see how this works out. Anyways, you guys, I want to say a big thank you so much for all of your likes, shares, and subscriptions. And follow me on Instagram, xi_missy_xi. I was having issues with my California venues for my meet and greets, but I finally got confirmation for a place for my San Fran event. Thank you. I can't wait to see you guys. That's going to be Friday, March 15th. And then San Diego's still up in the air. I still haven't found a place yet for that, for roughly 40 people. And, you know, if you guys know of any place that's not going to rip me off, because a lot of people are trying to charge me astronomical prices to do this, going, oh, what are you doing, a meet and greet? Oh, so then it's going to be X amount of dollars and you want to do this? No, I'm not getting married, motherfuckers. If I was getting married, I'd be dropping 5 G's. We're not getting married. We're going to have drinks, non-alcoholic, and we are going to eat, and we're going to have fun and talk stories. Nobody getting married, not on my watch, not when I'm coming to Cali, okay? Planning my wedding at a later date, hunties. Anyways, thanks you guys so very much. And I know this energy might be all over the place, and maybe I didn't convey myself as well as I'd like to, but you're going to hear me talk about it as I'm guided to, so it's not going to be the last time I speak of this sun and moon, golden hour reuniting thing, okay? Anyways, I love you guys. I'll see you later. Bye.